Solve the simultaneous equations. First one is x plus y equals to 3. And second is x squared plus y squared equals to 5. So let's assume that x equals to y minus 3. So that means we replace x with y minus 3. Y minus 3 whole square plus y square equals to 5, which is going to be y square minus 6y plus 9 plus y square equals to 5. Y square plus y square is 2y square minus 6y plus 9. Bring 5 to the left-hand side, so minus 5. 2y square minus 6y plus 4. We can simplify this by dividing the entire equation by 2. So that's going to be y square minus 3y plus 2 equals to 0. Now let's factorize this. So y square minus 3y plus 2 equals to 0. We know that 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 plus 1 is also 3. So y square minus 2y minus y plus 2 equals to 0. Y common, y minus 2, minus 1 common, y minus 2 again. So that's y minus 2 times y minus 1 equals to 0. One value of y is 2 and the other is 1. So now for the corresponding x values, x is y minus 3. So if x is 2 minus 3, that's going to be negative 1. And x is 1 minus 3, that's going to be negative 2. So when x is negative 1, y is 2. When x is negative 2, y is 1. Rami saves some of his pocket money each week. He saves 10 pence in week 1, 16 pence in week 2, 22 pence in week 3, and so on for 40 weeks. Find the amount he saves in week 40. So if you look at the sequence, 10 pence, then we have 16 pence, then we have 22 pence, and so on. So there's a difference of plus 6 between each. So let's make the equation first for the nth term. The n is going to be 6n plus 4. Why? Because 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 plus 4 will give us 10. So for T40, that's going to be 6 times 40 plus 4, which is 240 plus 4, and that is 244 pence. Calculate his total savings over the 40 weeks. Since this is an arithmetic progression, because we saw a common difference of 6 between each of the terms, we're going to use the sum of an arithmetic sequence, which is Sn equals to n over 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. A is our first term, which is 10. D is our common difference, which is 6. And n is going to be 40 because that's the number of weeks that they're talking about. So S40 equals to 40 over 2 times 2 times 10 plus 40 minus 1 times 6. So that's going to be 20 times 20 plus 39 times 6, which is going to equal 234. So this equals 234 plus 20 is 254, and 254 times 20 is 5,080 pence, which in pounds is going to be 50.80 pounds. Rationalize the denominator. So we will multiply the fraction by the conjugate of the denominator, which is going to be root 3 minus 2. So that's going to be root 5 times root 3 minus 2 divided by root 3 plus 2 times root 3 minus 2. That becomes root 15 minus 2 root 5. We multiply the two numbers inside the surds in the numerator. And root 3 plus root 2 times root 3 minus root 2 is going to be root 3 whole square minus 2 whole square. Why? Because if you remember the a square, if you remember the difference of perfect squares, a square minus b square equals to a minus b times a plus b. So that's what we're following over here. So that's why root 3 plus 2 times root 3 minus 2 becomes root 3 whole square minus 2 square. Root 15 minus 2 root 5 over 3 minus 4. Square of a square root number is the number itself. So we have 3 minus 4, which is root 15 minus 2 root 5 over negative 1, which makes it 2 root 5 minus root 15. Prove that the angle in a semicircle is always 90 degrees. So if we draw a line from over here, OC is your radius, OA is also your radius, OB is also your radius. So all these lengths are equal. So if we say that this is X, this is also going to be X. And if we say this is Y, that's also going to be Y, because both triangle AOB and triangle COB are isosceles. So next what we do is we write the sum of angles. For sum of angles, we know that if sum of angles for a triangle is 180. So 180 equals to y plus x plus y plus x. So that's 180 equals to 2y plus 2x. That's 90 equals to x plus y.